Well, Deb, before that chase was caught on camera, the truck's owner stopped at this Shell gas station on West 3rd. He says two suspects put a gun to his head, then told him to get on the ground and jacked his truck. In front of this ride now, it's called the Fireball, and there are investigators here keeping watch over it. But we're going to take you to live pictures of what's going on right now. Inspectors are back out along with OSP and Columbus Police. You have the Pursuit Alert app downloaded and you get in your car to head out. And you don't know it, but there's a police pursuit happening near your location. So you hear this alert noise. Well, that's right. OSP said the suspected driver showed signs of impairment at the scene. Tonight, we talked to a recovering addict about the consequences of getting behind the wheel after using drugs in this heroin epidemic.
It was like a bomb going off.
In an instant, this silver Honda no longer looked like a car, and the person inside, 28-year-old Anthony Hufford, was killed.
The only problem here is the poor decision that the driver of that pickup truck made to jeopardize people's lives.
Highway Patrol Sergeant Jeff Kramer said Jordan Harville, who was driving the stolen pickup, showed signs of impairment, so they dosed him with Narcan, used to reverse the effects of heroin and other opiates.
This epidemic that everybody knows that we're in leads people to make horrible decisions and horrible outcomes.
You're driving to get drugs, you're driving to get money, you're driving to pick people up.
April Arian is a recovering heroin addict. She herself was arrested high in her car, but served her jail time and is clean now and learned her lesson.
Those are choices that you make in your disease. That's a choice that you make to drive while you're impaired. And that's a choice that you made that took somebody's life.
According to Highway Patrol statistics, drug violations have increased 51% in Montgomery County since this time last year.
That's how bad this problem is the lack of caring for the public welfare.
April hopes this tragic crash serves as a sobering reminder to anyone drugging and driving.
That's something that you have to live with forever.
Now we'll let you know if Harville faces any drug-related charges in addition to any charges from this fatal crash. Well, Deborah, that's right. It essentially unfolds from something the size of your smartphone into a fully functioning pistol in seconds. The creator said he wanted a better way to conceal. Experts here said they wouldn't touch it.
Depress the safety, which the handle will deploy.
It looks like something from James Bond, transforming from the size of your phone to a deadly weapon. But the creator of this cell phone gun, Kirk Yelberg, says it's perfectly safe and for the public.
I just decided there's probably got to be a better way to carry. And I was just looking around and noticed everybody in the room had a smartphone, so I thought, why not make a pistol that would look like that?
Yelberg said they spent a year engineering it and got approval from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
And as long as the pistol has a rifled barrel and cannot be fired in a closed position, it is a pistol.
In Moraine, CCW trainer and former police officer Jeff Pedro says,
I can't speak for all others, but I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. My professional opinion, it's just a bad idea from a safety perspective and also from an access perspective. The inability to get it out, get it functional in a rapid situation would be extremely difficult.
Then there's the way it looks. Could it catch police off guard? Pedro says not likely because it has to be released from its disguise before firing.
If the gun were to be released, police officers would be alerted to it and they'd pretty much be checking any cell phone that even resembled the size and shape of that particular device.
Yelberg says they have the transformation down to seconds, but says they've also consulted with cops.
It's easier to shoot someone in a nefarious way with a normal pistol than it would be with ours.
Now, Pedro said he knows large gun manufacturers have tried this concept before, but Ideal Conceal is based on crowdfunding. They're in production and could be on the streets by the end of this summer. Live in the newsroom tonight, Kelly May, Fox 45 News.
A local veteran left without a roof over his head. He says his contractor bailed without doing the work and took more than $10,000 with him. Fox 45's Kelly May got a look at the damage. She's live in Jefferson Township with a story you'll only see on Fox 45. Kelly?
Well, Adam, that veteran is disabled and told me he basically paid a neighbor to put on these blue tarps that he says are acting as his roof after he told me the contractor he paid to fix it left it like this.
No response, and I've taken all I can take.
Jimmy Leake says his problem started in November with a small roof leak. He got a contractor's name from his neighbor and money from his USAA insurance for a new roof. 4 months later,
All this time, is that right?
Jimmy said he paid $4,000 when the contractor completed shingles on the garage, then paid $6,200 more for them to finish the rest of the house.
They've cashed the money. I verified that through the credit union.
But with months passing, Jimmy says they had stripped but not roofed.
Well, how long is it going to take to get the other stuff done? I don't want it to rain, in my house.
He said after more than 20 phone calls and just as many texts, the contractor is nowhere to be found, and no roof is creating bigger problems.
A week later, my ceiling has collapsed.
The worst of the damage is in Jimmy's living room. Take a look at this ceiling collapse. All the insulation from up there has now ended up on the floor, and Jimmy said now he's worried about what else might cave in.
If it rained right now, I'm going to have to get up and probably grab a pan or something.
Jimmy showed us extensive water damage, he said caused by the lack of roof. We called and texted the contractor and got this.
This person's mailbox is full. You cannot leave a message.
Jimmy said he doesn't know what else to do.
When a person takes advantage of a disabled veteran, it's a different world.
Now, Jimmy showed me the records he's kept of all the financial transactions. He said even if he hears from the contractor after tonight, he just either wants the work done or his money back. We'll keep on it. For now, live in Jefferson Township, Kelly May, Fox 45 News.